Yo, what's going on? Your boy old Scruggs back at it again. Let's talk about it. As I sit out here enjoying this nice weather, got me a little cigar going. Seems about right. To be honest, I'm fronting. I don't know much about cigars. I just know growing up, Arnold Schwarzenegger was like my favorite actor, and Arnold Schwarzenegger always had a cigar in his movies. I think the only movie he didn't have a cigar in that I remember was the Terminator, and I guess that would have been weird if a Terminator machine was smoking a cigar. But nonetheless, that's the only reason why I got this. And Tony Soprano, another one of my favorite characters. So really don't care much for cigars. I like the way they smell, and I just think it's a nice, distinguished, cool look that make it look like I got more money than I actually got. I don't know why when I see people with cigars, I figure they got money. But anyway, let's talk about it. Two things I want to get into on this one, actually. First things first, your boy Nas put out a kind of a cryptic short video a few days ago. Maybe that was Saturday or Sunday, and it just said finale, and that was it. And a lot of people were speculating, what does this mean? Does this mean this is his last album he's doing with Hit Boy, or is this his last album period, or is the name of this album called Finale? Who knows? A lot of speculation going on with what it actually meant. But now that we do know, as I sit here on Wednesday, that he does indeed have another album coming out with Hit Boy, Magic 3, and I assume the finale means this is the final Magic one. He's already done 3 of the King's Disease, so that trilogy ended, and I guess this is the finale to the Magic trilogy. Now, if you go back and look at some of my previous videos, I did a video, not my review of Magic 2, I did a preview of Magic 2, and at the time I said I thought he was putting out Magic 2 too soon, because we had, first of all, already put out the 3 King's Disease and Magic 1 already in the last 2 years. And I was like, well, I explained the law of diminishing returns. You go back and look at that. The more you get of something that's good at first, but then you get too much of it too quickly, it starts to lose some of its value. And now that was my worry going into Magic 2. Like, all these albums, all the King's Disease and Magic 1 all was, super dope to me. And I was like, but damn it, I felt like Magic 2 was coming too soon. And I was like, what does he have to talk about? What I was still digesting the King's Disease 1. I was still on King's Disease 1, digesting all the other albums. So I was just worried about a little bit too much of a good thing, if that's possible. Believe it or not, you can have too much of a good thing. So, then if you go back and you look at my Magic 2 review, I think some of the things that I thought may happen that maybe would make Magic 2 not as good as it could be if it was pushed back and released a little bit later, or if they would have recorded it later and gave us more time in between albums, that maybe would have made it better. And in the end, my review kind of, for me personally, kind of proves that, because don't get me wrong, Nas not on the top of his game is still pretty dope. Even on an off night, Jordan is still, if not the best player in the league, still one of the best players. Even LeBron, at 38, whatever, still, he's not the LeBron he was before, but he's still one of the best players in the league, if not the best still. So that's kind of what I felt with King's Disease. With Magic 2, I felt like it was too soon. I just didn't feel like I was ready for another Nas album. I'm always ready for another Nas album, but I would have preferred to wait longer. And I kind of felt that with Magic 2, no pun intended. I felt like some of the magic that we got in the King's Disease albums and Magic 1, I felt like some of that was missing in Magic 2. Even though it was still a solid project, it's still Nas doing his thing, still Hit Boy did his thing. But it just wasn't, to me, it wasn't up to the quality of the previous 4 albums. So fast forward now, not much later, I think it's only been 2 months since Magic 2. So this is even sooner. This is even less time from Magic 2 to 3 than it was from King's Disease 3 to Magic 2. And to me, I go back and forth on which one of these albums was the best. For me, it's between King's Disease 2 and King's Disease 3. I probably give King's Disease 3 the slight edge, is the best one out of all of them, but they're all pretty close. I think King's Disease 1 I had the most sentimental attachment to, because it was the first one that started this whole, 5th, 6th, 4th, whatever act of Nas we on right now. And so I actually, believe it or not, even though Magic even though my worry was Magic 2 was too soon after Magic 3, for some reason I have less worry about Magic 3 being even closer to Magic 2. I feel like maybe, I don't know if they recorded all these songs before, you know, they decided to put them out. So for all we know, they did all these songs and they could all went on Magic 2, and they just said, well, we'll put this on Magic 2, and then these other songs we recorded, we'll put on Magic 3. Maybe they tinkered a little bit, added something, took some stuff out, who knows. It's so different nowadays with albums, because you literally could change. Like, he announced Magic 3 is coming out tomorrow. He may literally still be working on Magic 3 right now, because with streaming the way things are now, where you don't have to press up a CD or a record or whatever, or a tape, you know, they literally could record stuff up to like the last minute and put out. I remember when Nasir came out, Puff was still doing his part, and Nas and Kanye was already at the album release party doing it, and the album wasn't even fully complete before it came out the next day. So who knows? But for some reason, I think, even though Magic 2 got good reviews, I don't think it got the reviews. I think it, overall, from what I saw and my personal feelings, I feel like it got the least, the lowest level of positivity compared to the other albums. And maybe that is going to light somewhat of a fire inside Nas and Hit Boy. Like I said, if these songs weren't already done before they put out Magic 2, maybe it lists a little bit of more fire. Like, oh, people think we slipped a little bit. All right, we're going to come back with a vengeance. So I'm expecting Magic 3 to be on that same level as King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, King's Disease 3, Magic 1. I'm back. I don't know. I'm feeling hype about this one. I'm calm and relaxed, but I'm also feeling hype about this one, because I feel like I was a little, I don't want to say let down by Magic 2. I kind of got what I expected to be a bit of a letdown from the previous ones. But for this one, for some reason, I'm energized back up. I'm not even going to listen to the album tomorrow, the day it come out, because the Eagles also play tomorrow night. And I like to spread out my stuff I'm looking forward to. So I don't want to have Eagles and Nas in the same day. So I won't listen to Nas till Friday, till I'm back on the road from Philly, going back to New York again. So y'all let me know what are y'all expecting? What do you think is going to be the vibe of this one? Is Nas and Hit Boy going to go out with the ultimate bang? Is it possible that they still haven't made their best album yet? I think that's what I'm holding out hope for on this the most. As much as I love the other albums, some of Nas' best work, I'm thinking, what if they got one more in them that's even better than King's Disease 2, 3, 1, Magic's 1, 2, 3? What if this one is going to be the one, like, yeah, you thought y'all saw the best of us? Nah, wait till you hear this shit. So, we'll see. I can't wait to listen to it and then do my review and go from there. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this dude's name right. Not that he deserves to get his name pronounced right, because he's a piece of shit. This dude, I'm from Philly. So the story, if y'all haven't been following this story, I don't know how big it became nationally, but it's been a big story locally. This guy escaped from prison in Chester County, which is right outside of Philly. Danilo Cavalcante, some shit like that. He don't even deserve the respect to getting his name right. But y'all know who I'm talking about. So I just saw a couple hours ago that they finally caught the dude. Ironically, he was wearing the Eagles jersey. And I think this is the second prisoner that escaped from this same prison within a year, doing this crab walk off the wall. If you haven't seen the video, you go on YouTube and look up the Cavalcante, however you pronounce his damn name. Just put in escaped convict from Pennsylvania prison. They caught him today. Ironically, he was wearing the Eagles hoodie, which was kind of funny. Not funny, because this dude's, again, he's a piece of shit, and I'm glad they caught him. But I'm actually surprised, because I thought he escaped prison in Brazil, to my understanding. Then he escaped prison here. So obviously this dude know what he's doing. And he only 5 feet tall. Probably weigh like 110 pounds. So he's so damn small, he probably could hide in so many damn places and blend in. But they caught him. Got him hemmed up. I don't know what prison they gonna take him to now, but I'm glad they caught him, because I know people that live out in that part of Pennsylvania, and you definitely don't want a dirt bag. This dude stabbed his girlfriend 30 times in front of her kids, and he had some other crimes too, but not that he needed any of them. I mean, that one is enough. So good thing they caught this dude. You know, I know I was worried. Not even if he did something to somebody I don't know, it don't matter. Just the fact that a dude that fucking vicious was on the loose. It's good they caught him. And I'm glad. A lot of people be like, damn, they should. I know black people always be like, damn, why when we get put over by the cops, we get killed? But when they catch these other races, they somehow bring them in unharmed. I'm glad this dude came in unharmed. You know why? Well, I shouldn't say unharmed. I'm glad he's still alive. I think the easiest cop out for a criminal is to get killed. That's it. I mean, if you kill him, that's it. He ain't got to do no more suffer. I mean, he's going to suffer in the afterlife if you believe in hell. But I'd rather you be here, have to suffer for the rest of your life. I hope he lived to be 95 years old and then sitting in a prison cell for all them years. To me, that's even better than dying and going straight to hell. No, now you get double torture. You got to live on earth the rest of your life in a prison. And then when you die, you go to hell and you got to live in the eternal fire. So I'm glad they caught him alive. I'm glad he going to have to sit his ass in prison for the rest of his life. And I hope he lived to be 95 years old and he do every damn day and every damn second in that fucking prison. Because you one of the worst people that ever walked this damn planet. Yeah, so leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this criminal dude getting caught. Again, I'm surprised. I thought he was going. I'm surprised he stayed in the area. I thought this dude was going to be on the back of a boat propeller on his way to South America or wherever the hell he can get to. But he was still here and they got his ass. So leave a comment, leave a message. Let me know what you think. Nas, Magic 3 coming tomorrow. Escape prisoner court. Let me know what you think. Your boy, Yo Scruggs. I'm going to put this cigar out. I think I've had enough for the day. I think, I'm going to light the cigar again when I listen to Nas album. That's what I'm going to do. Or if the Eagles win. Maybe it'll be a victory cigar. Your boy, Yo Scruggs. Peace.